Thank you, Senator Nichols. I know you fought hard to keep the original Senate bill clean, and I appreciate that. I think that there was a lot of great efforts to do that. There's nothing on common sense gun safety solutions in this bill, correct?
There's no what?
There's nothing on common sense gun safety solutions in this bill, correct?
Depends on how you defend common sense.
There's no raise the age to 21 on access to an AR-15 in this particular bill, correct?
That is not in this bill.
And no extreme risk protective orders in this bill either, correct?
Protective orders?
Extreme risk protective orders, that's not in this bill.
The bill reads for itself.
Okay, thank you, sir. The question on what is an unfunded mandate, and this is why I appreciate you fighting for many of your rural counties and my rural counties. I don't think that it's a debatable issue as to what's unfunded to some and unfunded to others. The fact is, you and I both know that at $10 per student, rural school districts with 1,000 or 500 or 6 students will suffer and will find it difficult to make the requirement of having one officer per school.
It's $1 per student plus $15,000 per campus.
Okay.
Oh, $10, excuse me.
Yeah, yes, sir. So if you have a district with 1,000 students, that's $10,000, correct?
If that's how many are in one campus, yes.
Right. Plus, let's say the district has 1,000 students.
Okay, the district has 1,000, sure.
Okay, that's $10,000, correct? Let's say you have 4 campuses. You have a high school, a middle school, a couple of elementary schools, or however it is. So there's 4 schools, and that's $15,000 per school, correct?
Correct.
And so now that's $70,000, correct?
Yes.
With $70,000, we're supposed to fund an officer at each school. Is that going to be possible?
That would not be enough to pay for a peace officer at each campus based on current salaries and stuff.
So in that situation, that would be an unfunded mandate for, I would argue, most of the rural school districts in Texas that fit that criteria.
Schools have other funding as well.
And then they have this alternative, which is kind of and I want to be very clear here, you fought to keep this off. I understand what you tried to doing for all the rural districts, and I appreciate you. But I also want people to understand what an unfunded mandate is to rural districts that simply can't afford these things to happen. So I thank you for pushing back against House demands. I had a bill that would have put an armed police officer paid for by the state of Texas in every school. That didn't happen. I thank you for your efforts. But I am conflicted as well, as Senator Menendez is, in that this does create an unfunded mandate for most of my districts.
Thank you.